Hello and welcome back to another episode of the Oracle of Hope, aka your spiritual bestie, aka the channel for everything grounded spirituality, self-development and so much more. Today I'm coming to talk to you about mugwort. Mugwort, the powerful plant ally of the dream world, of the visions of everything dreamy up here. Boom, boom, boom. She's an absolute legend. I'm not sure if you drank mugwort already. Absolute legend. Great for evening times. I've actually just made myself a beautiful cup right now. Bear with me today because I'm feeling fiery. I put the fire on, so the fire is also here with me, but I'm feeling fiery. So I was like, I need to do something with this energy. So I was like, what can I talk about? And I was like, well, I can talk about mugwort because I'm bringing her into a lot of my offers and women's circles recently. So I thought, why not have a powerful ass talk about her? And I drank some mugwort before bed last night, and I had the most craziest dreams ever. Like, I'm quite good for the past like year or so, maybe like year or 2 years now. I've kept like dream journals, and then yeah, and I usually wake up, I remember them and I write them down, and then I'll tell you a secret trick. Oh my God, you're gonna love this, guys. I interpret my dreams with ChatGPT, and then when I get my insight of, like, if it says, oh, it could mean this or it could mean this, I see which one resonates with me most, and then if I can think of a situation it relates to, I can then, me and ChatGPT can then start like delving deeper into that of like, what I think it's reflecting and what I resonate with what it suggests. So that's freaking powerful. That's powerful as shit. So that's good. Yeah. Yes. Oh, that's my speaker. I was just listening to music before I came on here. Yeah. So then last night, fucking hell, like my dreams were crazy intense. Like, for example, I'm trying to tell you which dream the most one that comes to mind is actually the fire dream. Yeah, classic, right? Now I'm feeling fiery and the fire's on. And the fire dream was basically, that like I was in this room and like this room's like burning down and this massive strip of like thick strip of fire, and like I'm hiding behind this door thinking, oh, I'm quite safe behind the door unless the fire comes round. And then I like put some things close to the door, but I noticed these things were quite flammable, and I thought, oh, it feels a bit riskier. And I thought, fuck it, I'm just gonna jump over the fire. And then like I run up to the fire and jumped, and as I'm like midair, I can see the fire's much longer than I thought it was gonna be. So like I land and like there's still like a quarter, so that bit there of like the fire left. So it's kind of like I land in the end of the fire, but I get through it. But obviously I landed in a bit of the fire, but I got through it. And ChatGPT was saying something like, this isn't word for word, so like bear with, because like it made sense this morning, but basically it was kind of like you're in the midst of like this major transformation and like your old ways are not fully working anymore. But like you get through it, but like, yeah, it might be a bit messy, might like, get a little bit on the way, but like you get through it, and that resonated. So I was like, yeah, that makes sense. Because I'm noticing that myself in real time of like, yeah, old practices that are not working anymore and things are outdated and like, yeah. So like it resonates. And that's the whole thing. All these things is just if it resonates. Doesn't matter who you hear it from. If you hear it from a friend, if you see it from a post on social media online, if you hear it from ChatGPT, whatever the source is, internal or external, if it resonates. Yeah. So I also, like I said, got mugwort here with me now. Sat with her, harvested loads, maybe like a year or two ago now. Have had it aging. So excited to whip that out for all the ladies that I'm going to be working with soon. Also do my womb online ceremonies. That are more like sessions that are giving you the self-empowering healing tools. So I'm guiding you through the process, but really teaching you how to do it for yourself so that you don't have to depend on me I'm just showing you what I do and what works well for me and all my clients. I'm getting a lot of testimonies at the minute, so check them all out. Absolutely fire. I've got a special discount at the minute, 25% off as an introductory rate. So grab it while you can, because that's not going to be around for long. Okay. And mugwort works incredible with the womb. It's all about that womb wisdom, like that earthy wisdom. And I don't know if you guys like drink herbs like myself, but like I feel so much more grounded and connected in life every day when I'm drinking a herb. So if I can't get out in nature that day, I feel so much better if I'm just drinking like a herbal tea, like a natural herbal tea. And you'd be surprised at what you can use, like from like the little tubs of like herbs. Like you can get rosemary, thyme, basil that you'd put like on your food. You can actually just put one of them in like a tea strainer. I've got all this energy shifting. Yeah, and put that in a tea, and they're like so many properties, good properties. Like you can always Google whatever herb you've got and put the like, you can put spiritual benefits, you can put like medicinal benefits. And then, yeah, and for me, it's not about the taste, it's about the health benefits. And if it's 1 cup a day, for the sake of other benefits, you know, you can't be like anal about taste when it comes to health. You know, there are many great things for us that are bitter, that, yeah, just don't taste nice, but they're usually the healthiest things. So cool, health preaching out of the way. Yeah. And then, yeah, I had so many other dreams as well last night that were just like super potent and really reflecting like the areas within me that are not at peace, that are still figuring things out, and it enhanced them and it brought them to my attention, which is nice to reflect on. Yeah. Yeah. And also actually gave me clarity of like things of like how I'm good as a coach. Yeah, because I'm like, damn, like I do see that shit. Like ChatGPT, when I talk with it about my dreams and stuff, like I tell it my interpretations and it just mirrors me back to me. So whatever I've said to it, for me, I don't know if you're like myself, but my stream of consciousness comes in, so I can talk but not actually plan what I'm gonna say. I just let it flow out, so that when I'm talking to this, also it can be a friend as well, doesn't just have to be AI, you know. So if I'm talking to ChatGPT, it's perfect because then it just echoes me back to me, so it just repeats what I've said. And I'm like, thanks, you know, you wrote it down for me. You wrote it even clearer than I could have said it, because my brain can be a bit like ADHD, jumping from here to here to here. But that's a superpower, you know, what I can talk about 10 different topics at once and then circle back round. Love it. Yeah. So yeah, I love how it echoes things back and gives me more clarity of what I've literally said to it. So coolio, drop me a like if you want me to talk about another herb. I could talk about cacao. I could talk about every other herb I've ever drank dropped out of my mind. Dandelion. We also did an amazing thing where I did a dandelion dieta, and that's basically where you cut out any major loud herbs and spices, so that you can eat very bland foods. I know that's boring, but it means that you can very subtly tune in to the dandelion spirit. And we channeled songs from it. We made a song channeled by the dandelion. But yeah, I noticed like we drink the tea like 3 times a day for like 7 days. And then the day that we was told to go and make a song, I went out and found a dandelion. And I noticed how I had to slow my vibration down to tune in to the dandelion spirit. I had to really stop my energy from moving fast. And I slowed it down and I tuned in. And how the words affirm things. So my first word of this song was, I am the dandelion spirit, the spirit is me. Just by you affirming this is the power, is your sovereignty, is you being in your willpower, in your power. I am the mugwort spirit. She is a wise old crone, you know? She is wise as hell. I just had the idea then of like, oh my God, I should say that. And then I should channel something from the mugwort spirit. But that feels a bit risky. Yeah, she feels like primordial womb power. You know, like if you're a woman and you watch my channel, like if you're a woman and you're bleeding and you're in like your fierce goddess power. I was gonna say Kali, but she's telling me she's not like Kali. Yeah, just like, yeah, powerful. I want to do some movements now. Just gonna roll in my hips, activating that area. I was doing some major twerking earlier to release that stagnant energy out my hips with all this energy, all this fire. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm love, I'm blessed, I'm blessed, I'm blessed. So if you don't do that yourself, that's something I do all the time. Is always blessing my water, always speaking to my water, because the frequency goes in my water. It goes in, it's scientifically proven now as well. So like, yeah, nobody can say you're crazy. I mean, they can say whatever they want to say, but it's scientifically proven that you can speak to water and it changes the molecules of the water so that the water holds the frequency. So when you're absorbing the water in every cell, so your fascia is like very similar to like, oh, I'm gonna butcher this, but like look this up online, but like there's something about like your fascia's like this plasma that's not just like water, but it's like influential, like a water molecule. Like we're told we're made up of water, but it's not actually just water. It's like a certain type of water that's easily influenced by frequencies and sounds. So when you program your water, when I drink all of this, all of my cells are absorbing these frequencies so that I'm becoming more of what I intentionally say into my drink and how I feel as I'm channeling that energy into the drink. So I feel the vibration that I want to feel more of and I say it into the water so that I can absorb it. And the more you do it, the more you trust it, the more confident you get, the more knowing exactly what you need to hear you get, and then the more you become it. And I believe it, and it works for me. Doesn't need to work for everybody, and that's the thing. Variety is the spice of life. So I've dropped so many wisdom bombs on you there. I'm sat on a stool, that's why I keep moving, because I'm getting comfortable. But I feel like I'm done. So if you've got any questions about mugwort, drop it in. I'm definitely not an expert on mugwort, but I know what I know and we work well together, and I know she's powerful, and I know the more time I spend with her, the more she reveals to me, and the more I can share her medicine and people can develop their own relationships. So it's not about me being the expert of mugwort at all. It's about me sharing her medicine of my experience and offering that connection that I have with her so that other people can have that, and who knows what could flourish. An interesting thing was I had a mugwort smudger stick, and I was smudging my room and I thought I put it out and it was burning all night. And this was maybe like a month or two ago, and that felt so significant of like, mugwort is, yeah, the protector of the dream realm. She's everything of the dreams. I don't know, so I play Animal Crossing on my Nintendo Switch, and there's like, I don't know if you ever had like a DS or a DSi. When you played Nintendo, you'd go to sleep and like your little person would sleep. This time on this Animal Crossing, it's like an island camping Animal Crossing. You go to sleep and then you get sent into like this dream world. And actually it's a chargeable thing, so like you can't even do anything. But like there's this woman that comes in and she's like, oh, I'm like the dream weaver. And I'm like, ooh. So that just came in of like what mugwort is. She is the dream weaver. And how can she weave those dreams and the visions? You know, meditate with mugwort, sit with her. Sit with her. I'm going to do that right now. I'm going to do that. See what she has to say. I'm not going to channel instantly on YouTube. I might do that later if somebody asks, if somebody wants to hear it. But for now, I'm not going to channel it because I need to connect with her first. So yes, 14 minutes in, drop me a like, drop me a comment, subscribe. Oh my God, guys, we hit 150 subscribers on the same day that I posted 100 videos. So that's something I really love about YouTube, is how they're just like celebrating all the small little wins. It really makes a difference. It really, like, when I get the email celebrating me, I'm like, thank you for celebrating me and recognizing me. So shout out to my 151 people now, actually. Yeah, thank you for being on this journey with me. Looking forward to where we go. And shout out to mugwort and all the other plant allies, because without them, we're nothing. So catch it. Okay, catch that love. I'm going to send another one. I'm going to send you another one. 3, 2, 1. I blew that hard, so you best call that one. Put it in your pocket, put it somewhere safe. Or let yourself smother in the love and absorb all the goodness. Okay, so much love. See you again soon. Watch some more of my videos. Go help me out, because I'm a small thingamabob, and I'm growing. And that's me done, over and out. So much love. Speak soon.